Hello everyone, this is Deva. Welcome back to the channel. Today we will be continuing with Timberborn. In the last episode we built some housing for the beavers, constructed a carrot farm for our beavers to have something to eat, made some neat water pumping facilities, a dam because this is a colony of beavers after all, and we want to be able to survive a drought. Right here we also have two very busy scientists, hard at work creating some science for us so we can unlock new technologies. In this episode we will expand our colony and see what the tutorial wants us to do. First thing that we need to do is build a water wheel. We go to power and select a water wheel. I'm gonna place the water wheel right here. But right now the water wheel is too far away from our base, so I'll have to make a path for our beavers to be able to get there. The water wheel is too far from a district but cannot be reached by builders. Build more paths or a new district. I guess that means that I'll have to build them a staircase so they can go down into the river? Yeah, probably. Looks like we have our first drought. It basically means that our water source will stop producing water. Oh, the drought is actually just approaching and will be here in 3 days. I'm pretty sure we are well prepared with 3 water tanks and a dam. With the dam placed here, this whole area should remain filled with water. So there's no need to worry. Now that we have enough science, we're going to unlock some wooden stairs. Yes, plonk them right here and make a path towards them. Make a path that goes towards the water wheel. And for now, hope for the best. Right now I'd really like to make a lumber mill, but we first need to make the water wheel, and I think it would be a good idea to build a forester first so we could plant trees, just so we don't run out. Turns out that in order to build stairs, so we can build our water wheel, to build a lumber mill, we need planks. How unfortunate. Luckily there's another way to make planks, albeit less efficient. We'll plunk down a lumber mill right here, and right next to it build a power wheel. The main downside of the power wheel is that we'll need a beaver to power it, to run in it. Look, it's just like a hamster wheel. Increase the priority. Some of the berries seem to have regrown, so we'll unpause the gatherer flag. One of them at least. Our water tanks seem to be full, so we'll build another one just in case for the drought. Assuming we have enough time to fill it, that is. We seem to have run out of forests, so we can just extend this path here. And looks like our lumberjack flags already cover these patch of trees. We just need to give them the order to cut them, and that's done. We seem to be really low on the log production, so let's just unpause 2 of these lumberjack flags and let the beavers cut these trees right here. So now we're approaching a drought. Aside from the drought, there seems to be 2 problems. We're really low on logs, considering we need to build a water wheel and then expand to an industrial district, and we're low on beavers, or you could say beaver force. So first thing we're gonna do is expand this path and then build some housing. I'll actually pause 3 of those because I don't think we need quite that many beavers, and then connect the path, and that's it. First problem solved. We can pause 1 scientist since we don't really have enough beavers already. We seem to be lacking logs and we need quite a few of them. We can unpause 1 lumberjack flag and reduce 1 worker so that we'll have that lumberjack working. Okay, all 3 flags are active. That's good. Oh, that was speedy. I didn't expect them to build so fast. Those are some good beavers. Alright, now we should unlock the forester, because as fun as deforesting is, we actually do need more logs. We're low on planks and we're also low on workers to make planks. I'll actually pause the other inventory as well and reduce the number of workers once again. And now we're producing planks, which we need to make the stairs to be able to make the water wheel, to in turn be able to make the industrial district. Because this is actually prime farming land, and we don't want industrial stuff where there's water. I mean, actually there's water here as well, but you know, just play along. I just want it out of the way. Wait a minute. They actually are working. There's still a few logs for them. Oh, a beaver has grown up and now we have an unemployed beaver. Let's put him to work. Where could he be working? We actually have quite a few logs right now, so I'll pause one lumberjack flag and unpause the research. And the very moment I do that, a beaver dies. Okay, we'll unpause only one inventor. That's fine. Look at the little beaver. He's working so hard, helping make planks. Soon enough he won't have to do that anymore. Once the water wheel is built, we kind of have a lot of trees all over the place, like here, and a lot of trees here. So instead of prioritizing the forester, I think a good idea would be to just expand and cut down what we already have, increase the priority, pause one lumberjack flag here because it's pretty much barren already, and by the looks of it, we'll have to pause all three of them. Let's see how the stuff fits here. Plonk down the lumber mill, connect it with a road, then add some stairs, connect them with a road, and it's all done. Well, I'll pause at the lumber mill because I don't want them to waste materials. We'll get there. We have one more jobless beaver? That would be a great excuse to increase the number of farmers and start planting potatoes. Because you know beavers love potatoes. Let's make some roads. We want to make storage for both raw potatoes and grilled potatoes. But of course, in order to have grilled potatoes, we need a grill. I'll lower the priority of that, since we don't quite need it right away. And the water wheel has been built. The tutorial wants us to continue with a lumber mill, but we already have one, so we'll continue. And the forester. Yeah, taking care of that would be a good idea. We need to give him an order to plant some trees. The tutorial wants us to plant 20 pine trees, which won't be nearly enough for our needs, so I'll just plant a bunch of oak. Because oak is good. It's a good material. But it takes quite a while to grow. And we're out of logs again. Because I forgot to give them the order to cut trees. Because I always forget to do that. Yeah, these two flags don't do anything anymore. So I'll just remove them. There we go. But now we have more workers for research. And I guess we can unpause building the lumber mill. And while we're here already, let's build another lumberjack flag. Increase the priority. Because we really need logs. Like, we're desperate for logs. Why is it turning so slowly though? Nothing to do in range? Yeah, good thing I saw that early because, yeah, they needed the order to cut down the trees. And I swear to God, I always forget that. They can do that. And be busy, little beavers. The reason why I made this path underwater and why they always have to cross there is because one of the needs of the beavers is wet fur. So yeah, they move kinda slower in water than on dry land, but in reality it increases their well-being score and they're happier and sometimes work faster. Because increasing their well-being score increases attributes such as working speed, movement speed, and life expectancy. You can see at well-being score of 7, their life expectancy increases by 20%. And at the next milestone of 17, which is kinda far away right now, it increases to plus 40%, which is massive. We're lacking workers again, let's pause the inventor. Actually, let's just reduce the priority and unpause it. Yeah, that's good. I'd rather have some other job not be done than inventing. Like, it's important, but it's not urgent. This dude is just sitting there. Yeah, the other mill is built. Let's pause the mill and the wheel and actually demolish them. We actually got a hefty amount of resources from that, like 30 logs for a single wheel. That's outrageous. I'd like us to be more prepared for the next drought, so let's build another water pump. Connect it with a path and build a few more water storages, of course set them to water. I'm not sure why you have to do that individually for each one, but okay, that's fine. It's not many. Oh wow, this forest patch is almost entirely cut down. Let's build some stairs here, make a path into the forest, and place 2 lumberjack flags here. We're barely even covering the power needs of this lumber mill alone, so that's not gonna make for a very good industrial area. So let's do something fun and connect this road here, demolish the roundabout, and build another water wheel. I'm actually hoping that because it's closer to the middle and water seems to be flowing faster here, that this water wheel in the middle will produce more power. I mean, the game says it should, but this one is spinning really slowly. And I want to add a bunch of stuff here, like probably another lumber mill, gear workshop, maybe even metalworking. But all in its due time. The potatoes have a nice amount of progress, so we'll increase the priority of the grill, because soon there will be potatoes to grill. Very soon actually. We'll set the recipe of the grill to grilled potatoes because right now that's the only food we have. Or rather will have, since we don't even have the potatoes right now. Lower the priority, and once more, yeah. Because the potatoes still aren't grown, let's remove this part of the path so the beavers will only go underwater and get the wet fur bonus each time they cross here. And in the meantime, maybe, just maybe, we need more oaks, because as big of a patch of forest this is, it's gonna run out quick. Beavers really need a lot of logs to build. And the next thing we wanna work on is kind of a new thing in this game. You see this filthy water? If beavers spend too much time in it, they get sick. And we don't want sick beavers because sick beavers don't work. We need healthy beavers. But as you can see, it's quite separated from the colony, so it doesn't really affect us. So what's the point? Why is it even here? Well, the thing is, once in a while, just like we have cycles with wet seasons and droughts, once in a while these water sources start producing bad water. And if we're not careful enough, all of our beavers will get sick. And the crops and trees, they die like instantly if they find themselves in this stuff, like corrupted earth or whatever you'd call it. So what we want to be able to do is redirect the river whenever the bad tide approaches, and this seems to be the perfect place to do that. We can remove these blockages and dig out a canal here with dynamite, build some floodgates here so we have control over it. These are floodgates, so basically you can lower them and raise them depending on if you want to store water or not. It's basically an adjustable dam. So when a bad tide comes, we can just raise the floodgates and all of the water will flow through our soon to be made canal. But to do that we first need explosives. And to make explosives we need bad water. And this map actually has it kind of convenient, since it's on the same level as we actually already are, but we're quite low on the science, even though both of our inventors are unpaused. So to prepare for that, what we're gonna do is, well, demolish this lumberjack flag because there's no wood here anyway, create a path that goes very close to the bad water. The explosives factory needs to be powered, so what we'll want to do is build a water wheel, place it right here, and in the future we'll place the explosives factory right here. But to make explosives we need to collect bad water, and the bad water pump isn't unlocked either, and it needs some spicy resources that we don't have, so that's fun. One thing we seem to be lacking is storage for planks, so let's get that done. Actually not right there, that's kinda in the way. Let's plonk it right here, set it to planks, increase the priority since we don't want the beaver to be slacking. And just as we anticipated, this wheel is spinning way faster and it's producing 137 HP? What a weird way to spell beaver power. But yeah, since we need a lot of science, I think that's our next logical step. We can build a few more inventors and we'll build more houses so there will be beavers to work in them. Okay, now let's expand our industrial district or Rather, since it's not really a district but more just a single lumber mill, let's make our industrial district. We're gonna build another lumber mill, unlock the gear workshop, connect them, make 2 storage piles, set 1 to planks, realize that you don't store gears in piles, delete the pile, build a small warehouse, and this time actually select gears. Wait, what? Oh no, I didn't tell them to cut trees. That's why it's not all cut down. There we go. Now they're getting busy. And as you can see, the houses and the inventors are getting built rather quick. So this is a good point to end this episode. So if you've enjoyed the episode and want to see more, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It really means a lot to me and helps grow the channel. Bye!